Hi, this is Danette from Double Time Growing with Danette. How are you guys doing today? I'm using a pumpkin I got from the Dollar Tree and cutting out the paper that I had gotten from Michael's. And I'm just trimming it around and sizing it up. Now I'm using some Mod Podge that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I'm making sure I got all the edges really good. Now I'm going to take it, set it to the side, and I'm taking out Jenga blocks that I also got from the Dollar Tree and using Waverly wax on them and making sure I got all the corners. Now, if I would have done this again, I would not do the Waverly wax on the pieces that you glue them together. I would have left that without white wax because, as you'll see, I had a little bit of trouble gluing them together. So next time I will leave that out. So I'm just making sure I got all these nicely stained, and I'm using quite a few Jenga blocks for this project. And making this Waverly wax that I'm using is a very pretty color, and it works really, really well. So I'm kind of setting them off to the side a little bit, and I'm making sure at this moment I have enough Jenga blocks for my project. And then I go and I get my letters that I'm using, and it's called Trucking to Fall, and I am painting all those and making sure they get painted with just a beautiful black paint. Now I'm coming back to those Jenga blocks, and I'm just taking off the extra wax on there, making sure that they just don't have that extra on there. It doesn't need it. So I'm just wiping them all off and getting them prepared. Now, I'm going back, wiping off my deal, and I'm coming back to my pumpkin and my paper. And I'm using the hot iron to adhese that. And then just taking a little bit of a sander and going around the edges with that. Now I'm setting it down. Now this is kind of where I use this tubing. That tubing you get from the Dollar Tree at this time of year. It worked great for this project, you guys, and I'll be using it again. It made it look very, very country, and I love the results. And so as you can see, I'm just going around the whole entire pumpkin with that tubing, and I'm also going around the stem with it. Now, when you do the stem, make sure you take your time. Otherwise, you will be going back to re-glue it because it does take a while for the tubing to stick to it. Now I'm going to set that down. And now I'm taking my Jenga blocks. This is where the trouble came in, where I was trying to glue them, and I think they were just too wet. So I grabbed my pumpkin, and there you see. Now I grab my pumpkin and I'm starting to arrange this to see how they all laid. And it worked out much better doing it this way. Glued it, stuck it down, and put them where I wanted them to. And then the other piece, you can see I'm kind of putting on the back. So it's going to look like these pieces are sitting on something. And the first piece is trucking. As you can see, I forgot the ing, went back and repainted it. And now I am setting my cute little trucks I got from Hobby Lobby on there. They turned out so cute. And now I'm just gluing my Trucking to Fall. Cute little project. And you guys, if you like this project, please follow Double Time Growing with Danette. I would love for you to come and see all my projects and my lives I do. And also, if you don't mind, if you would sprinkle the sunshine for me, it helps people see my video and my page. Now I'm taking some ribbon I got from the Dollar Tree, cutting it up, and I do cut it in half, which works good. And the tubing, I am using a couple pieces of that tubing too, which worked out kind of cute in this project. Now I'm just tying it, excuse me, and gluing it to the top. Now I tried a bigger sunflower. It just was too big. Now I went in and I grabbed a couple of smaller sunflowers and used 3 of them. They worked really well. I hope you enjoyed this video. And again, this is Double Time Growing.